I in the right gear? Nope. I have to remake my set.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lathraxian, give up this foolishness.
Okay, this is the build I'm running.
Already won. You put all of
Let's
Silver
make
in
sure I
danger.
reset
This isn't worth the risk.
data.
There
Go
seem
to
be a few
damage.
pieces missing. Have to find them if we're going to stop Lathraxian.
Alright, so I'm gonna go into. I use my trinket. Apotheosis. Trinket's basically exhausted. There's an argument I should have used trinket sooner. Or apotheosis sooner. Because I'm wasting about 5 seconds of value on it. Refresh my Lightweaver.
I can't use that item yet.
Hurry up those repairs. If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
Yes.
Well, Halo.
Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Well, it is important to try to use prayer of mending on cooldown. I'll just him here. I'm a little slightly scared. I better heal. So that trinket, I used the trinket right there. So my trinket's doing 12% of my total.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Halo. Someone told me this buff heals the enemies. So I'm supposed to dispel it. But everyone on PTR, like I asked like 5 different people, they're like, no, 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 no. You're an idiot, you're dispelling it, and you shouldn't be. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of need to look into that with logs, I think, to find out if it's true or not. Like, I'm just dispelling it now. Alright, I'll use my trinket. And it's 1 Holy Nova, and then my trinket's just like fully empowered.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Oh no.
Can't use that item yet.
So my trinket is 4% of my damage and 8% of my healing.
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet.
Our 2 chest is ruined. I don't think we 2 chest anymore. I don't think we're like, I think we have like a lot of leeway and still time, but
It's still recharging.
I mean it's like 2 deaths on a high key, right? 5 deaths on a low key.
I can't
'Cause
use
each
that
death is
item
worth
yet.
3. It's 15 seconds, I think.
Not ready yet.
I don't remember. It's a lot on a high key.
It's still recharging.
So I can just do damage while I have my litany trinket active.
Scrabbling after any shred of
And I can't just like add my litany trinket to my bars. The only way I can see it is stupid shields, because the game is freaking stupid.
I don't have a ton.
Like, Blizzard is like, oh, let's take add-ons out of the game so that we can be just like every other game. I'm like, you guys know part of the reason I like WoW so much is because I can like adjust the game, and I can be a cyborg, and if something kills me, before I try again, I can get like I can set it up in a way where it'll show me what to do, or notify me of the circumstances. You know?
More of you mindless intruders! Stay away from my work! This is but another prototype!
So for this one, you don't want to use Halo until
yes.
the heal absorb. So I'm gonna try to go into the heal absorb with 2 holy words and divine hymn.
Let its
If I don't have 2 holy
darkness
words, I'll
fill
use
you.
A good Korite always has his due! My power output is peaking!
Okay, so I'm gonna Halo. And I'm gonna hymn.
This is but another prototype!
Maybe we do still 2 chests. I don't know. I feel like we could have 3 chested potentially. I guess I didn't need to do that. The guy's just gonna die before the beams matter.
Use that item yet.
Don't forget to send the conduits.
You will realize I was right, Illyria. Your judgment
What is this equipped thing? Is this the all the I don't know what add-on that is. I used to just be able to click on an item and there'd be that. Thank you. That's what I want. I want to click on an item and there's one item. That's all I want. I want to see the item I clicked on. That's the frustrating part about add-ons. I shouldn't say it's all bad, but I have to have 20 add-ons to get most of the functionality that I used to have
All
back.
of you.
So we'll Halo.
Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill
I want to
you.
be targeting the big guy.
I need a target.
Okay, so now I just do damage while my shield is active. Can prayer mending as well.
It's not ready yet.
I don't have chat notifications on. I'll try to turn them on after this. I'm like already really tired. I did not sleep good last night. I was in bed at like 3. I'll hit divine him here. This is a big pull. Little apotheosis. Big heals on the tank. Big heals on the tank. Basically just spamming the tank.
Yes,
I have 4 stacks of
all of you. Feed on the
well,
void.
Halo.
Let its darkness fill you.
80k HPS on this pull. I kind of want to see what my healing looks like. My percent healing on this pull with my trinket. So as of now, it's at 3%. So I mean that's like kind of what I expected, because like raid healing is probably about 80k a lot of the time. But on a massive pull, doing 80k, 3% of my healing from my trinket, that's definitely worth, because it like also covers like a cooldown. So you want to be like rotating cooldowns.
Yes, feed. All of you. Feed
So I'll Halo, trinket.
Overcharges. I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
What a miserable display! You have all failed in your purpose! Is there no end to you intruders? Do us all a favor and die before I kill you!
I just don't think your disc can react near as fast as Holy. Like I'm a good disc player, but I'm a little better of a Holy player.
Scrabbling after any shred
So
of
we'll Halo.
control.
I can't use that item yet.
And as a healer, you want to try to do the affix for the DPS.
Prove your worth!
So I'm gonna Holy Nova a few times so that Chastise is ready to go again. Stretch! Let the heat tank get aggro. Target the big guy. So I'll use my damage trinket. I shouldn't have to heal for the rest of the pull because of my OP damage trinket. Half of my healing on this pull. Like if there was a pull where you could maybe do like damage or do damage half the time.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
I can't tell if people don't just don't like me in the guild or what, but like I don't understand why I'm the only one in Discord. Like I like doing guild keys because you get to hang out with people and it's more fun. Like why do people play this social game if they don't want to be social? I don't understand. Like yes, it's like a one of a kind game. There's nothing like FF14 is kind of similar in a lot of ways, but alright, so I'm gonna Holy Nova until I get Chastised back. So I have it for the boss.
Yet another battle. I am still wounded from the last one.
So I'm saving, there's a like huge damage amp.
There will be no end.
Why do
to
3
your
people have
suffering.
this?
Minions, do not
It gave 3 people the debuff, but only 2 of them had the circle, like on my frame, so it's weird. So Light Scar Flare is coming out. Okay, so I'm gonna Halo.
There will be no end to your suffering. Mortals, scrying after any shred of control. Delight still burns. Curse that damn necklace.
I'm gonna Apotheosis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Are we gonna kill it?
You got the last conduit. Make sure to send them over.
I can't use that item yet.
Lothraxian, this isn't what the light demands of us. Think of the lives that will be lost. Just trust us.
All I thought would understand Naruto. Shame that the void has corrupted you too.
I like slightly flirting with my evoker guy. Oh, I can try to. I'll turn on my. Can we 2 chests still?
No charges. Not ready yet.
Uh-oh! Oh, he stood in two thingies. Okay, so we're about to get a bunch of debuffs on people, so I need to make sure people are topped for the debuffs. I'm just gonna him, because I'm scared. I'm gonna Mass Dispel, because I'm scared. GS the tank. I'd like to follow GS up with Serenity. Hey, Realm Destroyer. Are you the one who needed me to give my Dander's frame setup? It's not very good. Like, as you can see, I think I'm gonna remove, well, I think I'm gonna remove, Echo of Light from my frames, because it's showing behind the tank frames, and I don't like it. Yeah, always, new questions are the best questions. Good. That wasn't the new question. Someone else is asking it. Uh-oh, my tank's in trouble. I might have wiped a chain. Nope. GS came back.
It still recharges.
All of you.
So this guy,
Feed on
the
the
light
void.
route guy,
Let its
he's the
darkness
most dangerous
fill
mob,
you.
I'm pretty sure.
Willingly choose to go against the light.
I think we 2 chest. So he's gonna Brilliant Dispersion, which is the scary part, so I'm gonna Halo.
See the light's wrath.
So I had 2 instant. If you play raid, gear for raid. And just play your raid gear. If you just play keys, I think you want 25, you want at least 20% haste. You can do 25. You can do 30. I wouldn't go too far over 30% haste. But haste is the most important thing, that you have a good baseline. Touch my balls. Okay, so we're about to get the thing, so I'm gonna Holy Fire, Sun cooldown, I'm gonna Chastise. Now I have the debuff to heal. Okay, debuff's in 3 seconds, so I'm gonna use my trinket. Give people shield by doing damage. I'll just divine him here. Oh, I thought we had trash still. That's why Goblin jumped over. I was gonna grip the tank.
Friend.
Okay, so I have a...
Found any good treasure lately?
You mean in raid?
Don't forget to repair your gear. It's a great day to visit a dungeon. Tell me another story sometime.
No, I think you should go haste crit, then verse. Unless you play renew build. If you play renew build, or you're taking prismatic echoes, I think mastery is better than verse at that point. But if you're playing, and that's only if you're playing up to like probably level 16. You don't need verse until level 16. Just use fade. Just use fade. Just use fade. Just use fade. Like, it's embarrassing the amount of people who are just like, holy's too squishy. Like, it's not that squishy. Like, yes, it's squishy, but it's not that bad. What do they mean, spire? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Like, I think people should actually macro it into prayer of healing. Yeah. Get 20% haste. Once you have 20%, you can say, do I want more haste? Then try to get to 25. If you get to 25 and you like, still feel squishy, or still feel slow, like if you ever have a point where you're like, man, if I had a little more haste, I would have just got another prayer of healing out, then get more haste. But if you're, and the same goes in the opposite direction. If you ever get to the point where it's like, man, I just like get the prayer of healings out faster than I need to, but if my but people died, and it's like, there's no way I get enough haste to get a third prayer of healing, then it's like, take out a haste and you'll still get 2 prayer of healings out in the time frame, but you'll get bigger. You could get a crit, or if you have verse, it'll just be slightly stronger. So like, I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5,
The
4,
void.
3,
So the Sims and the theory crafters, they work on a 5-minute or 8-minute time scale. They're trying to calculate your healing for these 8-minute segments, and that's not how Mythic Plus works. Mythic Plus is not based on 8-minute segments, it's based on 12-second segments. Like, how much healing can you get out in 12 seconds? So we got 3 debuffs. Oh, Master Spell. This is a Bloodlust pull, by the way, but we're not Bloodlusting. Gun shoes ready.
I can't use that item yet.
I guess they did.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of...
Barisa was the peacekeeper of our family. She spent many days tending to the gardens
Ready
here,
yet.
but the wilderness has overtaken it now.
Touch my ball.
Still recharging.
Ah shit, my guy's gonna die. So we Halo. I think the pole downstairs is kind of scary, so I'm gonna save my So Halo's the only thing I'm gonna use for this pole. Like really, the name of the game in Mythic Plus is don't overspend cooldowns if you don't have to. Like, it's not like, oh, I'll just do less damage on the next pull if you're a healer. It's like, oh, the group will die, which is an unacceptable level of risk. Like in terms of risk management or something, it's like
Yeah.
if there's like a 2% risk, that is too high of a risk. Like if you have a house and there's a 2% chance of fire,
Let its darkness
that's
fill
an
you.
unacceptable level of risk. So it, in some things you could take a 2% risk. Like so
I can't use that item
in
yet.
terms of like if you don't have your damage cooldowns up during a pack, it's like 2% more chance that you're just gonna wipe, right? If you don't have healing cooldowns up during a pack, it's like a 40% chance of failing, which is like an astronomical risk. If you ever have anyway, so that's kind of the way I think about it in terms of risk management. Like my brother, he's a insurance salesman, and he kind of explained like how they think of risk, because that's how they make money. They say, okay, how much risk are we gonna have? This is how much you have to pay based on the amount of risk we have.
All of you. Feed on the void.
Okay, so this is the hard part, the spore thing. this big fat fungus guy, Bloated Lasher. He's the dangerous mob in this pack. And he does that AoE. Okay, so I'm gonna go spawn the boss.
Well now,
Still
that
recharged.
Dragonhawk seems to have stolen my heart. She won't let you close without a fight.
So on PTR, I was really only getting one of those dots. Okay, so he's gonna do 2 fire circles on people, so Evoker and Mage. So I'm gonna start pre-healing them. PI the Evoker.
Ay, caramba!
Now we're in the intermission. I'm gonna... So I'm trying to do damage during this intermission because I used Apotheosis and
Yes. Feed. All
my trinket.
darkness fill you.
Alright, I dropped a tornado in the middle, but I think we get one more Burning Gale updraft thing. I don't have any cooldowns for this. So I just procced Divine Aegis, I'm pretty sure. If I have it talented, that's what that shield was for me.
Beautiful. She reminds me of Verisa. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened.
It's pretty lame that Mythic Plus doesn't just like...
Let's find
I feel like
out.
Mythic Plus should give you more items than it does. It should give you 3 items instead of 2. I probably won't get loot. If I do,
Sylvanas didn't
I
ask
can
to
get
be Ranger
shoulders.
General, but
Legs would be
she
very
gave
good.
everything to the task, including her life.
Kind of. Like if I get a Catalyst charge, legs would be extremely good. It'd be literally the best upgrade I could get.
Mortals.
I mean, I'm not really casting Prayer of Healing that often without,
Gifted by our mother. Undead fanatics have invaded to loot it, and anything
yeah, I haven't had to drink in 2 dungeons. In fairness though, I'm gonna grip Truths. So GS a tank. So I'm not really casting Prayer of Healing that often without Surge of Light proc. Oh, I learned something about the cooldown manager yesterday that I haven't looked at. Apparently if I like go into cooldown manager, like you can add sound effects or something. I feel like I maybe need to use Apotheosis here for the tank. Now the tank's in green stagger, we're good. So I'm just spamming Flash Heal to get my Holy Words back and see if I can keep the tank up with just Flash Heal. I have 2 Holy Words back, so I'm gonna chill out. Halo. I mean, don't like not press Prayer of Healing if you need to. Like, alright, so I got a GS now. Holy Words are exhausted. And so I probably have missed probably 2. I could have had 2 more Apotheosis casts during this dungeon. But my team is not going to be impressed with me doing 3k more DPS. Like if I was doing 21k overall or whatever, instead of 18k, they would not be impressed, right? What's impressive is doing dungeons and having 0 deaths. That's more impressive, right? Like I have all 3 of my cooldowns. This is a cooldown, this is a cooldown, this is a cooldown, and 2 holy words is a cooldown. So we kind of have 4, then we have kind of have 5
Mother's
with
bow
GS.
meant everything to Sylvanas once. I'll need it.
So I'm using mage food. It's super slow at the start, and then it kind of ramps up. Only reason is I don't have that much tea. The tea is 8% mana, the water is 7% mana per second. So I'm gonna halo this. Second one, I'm gonna use my litany trinket. And in raid, they say you should use halo and apotheosis together, but oh, I missed my PI. Not in dungeons. Use them separately. Alright, so I'm gonna use my damage trinket. See if my damage trinket and my 2 prayer feelings will be enough. Alright, I'm gonna divine hymn this. It should be enough with mastery, heal everyone up. Alright, I'm gonna apotheosis this one. One holy word. So it's generally like 3.
Sylvanas was sometimes
Yeah.
vain and loved
Like
to be wrong.
apotheosis isn't that good.
She never wanted
Like
to
it's
be
good, but it's if you don't have divinity, I feel like it just it doesn't feel like
We
it's
have
very
one more
strong.
relic to
Like
find.
I mean for doing damage it's stronger to use the other one, but I don't care about doing damage. I care about not losing the dungeon because I had 5 deaths and then we can't time the key because we had 5 deaths. Like,
Feed. All of you. Feed on the void.
alright, so this is a very easy pull, and I have my litany trinket up for the next, I guess, 13 seconds. So I shouldn't really have to heal except for my litany trinket. So 70% of my healing on this pull is litany trinket.
Savaged our home. One of Valeria's scouting maps is with him.
Like this allows me, this kind of equalizes things. Like a disc priest can do damage,
We need that map from them.
and like the whole time, right? Well, kind of. They're doing some level of damage the whole time. Holy Priest doesn't do damage the whole time, but I can have pulls where I'm at 60k DPS, and I don't think disc can do that. I think I'm desynced from my evoker's cooldowns. I'm gonna PI the mage. I should have haloed this pull, but pull's almost over.
Scrabbling after any
I don't
shred
want to
of
burn my
control.
hand out by just like spamming Holy Nova. So, because I'm playing all day, and this is not like super competitive where my damage actually matters, I'm gonna chill for a little bit. Plus I played for like 11 hours yesterday. Like 10 hours actually, but I streamed for 12 hours and took 2 45-minute breaks. So I'm just gonna heal the whole team up with prayer healing. Okay, I'm gonna use my litany trinket here. Partially I want to get it off on cooldown so that it's up for the boss. And for some reason the way Holy Nova interacts with litany trinket, it makes
Feed. all
Like
of
one Holy
you.
Nova just basically uses all the
Feed
stacks for
on
some
the
reason.
void. Let its darkness fill you.
Windrunner, you'll pay! Taste my axes!
Giggity. I'm just making my druid feel uncomfortable. He said I didn't craft a staff. I says I'll show you a staff. Okay, so one thing I didn't know initially was you want to bring Bladestorm onto the fat guy, but like the fat guy is gonna die last. So if you can bring Bladestorm onto him, he takes the damage of the Bladestorm.
Yes.
There might be a key level where you don't want to do that because it's just like too much damage and they'll just die if you stand in Bladestorm, like the melees.
My axes!
But on 10, what? My Desperate Prayer is not keybound on this spec. I was kind of wondering. I just felt like I'd used Desperate Prayer sometimes and it just didn't work.
Taste my axes!
So I'm Apotheosis. Everyone has the debuff. I'm actually kind of scared. I didn't use my Litany Trinket once this pack for this boss.
All
We've done it.
I don't understand. Where's my Desperate Prayer?
I'll use these relics to return peace to the spire. Perhaps then my sisters will return to me.
What does Stream Tag say?
The restless
Can't use
heart
that
that
item
haunts
yet.
us. Please, lay it to rest.
Oh. Same thing. I guess my stream tag says LGB, not LGBT. I hope that doesn't hurt Yuka's feelings. Do you want to use these circles to break? I'm using my shield trinket.
mortals.
Man, I'm struggling to catch up.
Shred of control. Our agreement stands. For now.
At last, spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day my
Oh.
sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself,
They said
I
saying
shall fill these
LGB in
halls
my
with
stream
music
tags is
until we
transphobic.
return home. Thank you, champions.
Okay, fine. LGBT. Oh, good job. What gear did we get? So I have...
Looking for someplace new to explore?
Can we do pit first? 3 chests. Pretty good. So I'm gonna highlight that run. Yeah. Everyone kept calling me trans for like, I'm like, I know I'm like way prettier than you guys, but I'm not trans. And it did like bother me slightly. Um, so I'm gonna try to make a video about it Friday. I mean, I have to do some actual work, like in real life, so we'll see. But I have to make it, and I was gonna probably set it to members only. And if you can't afford $2 to like do that, like it helps the channel. Like YouTube likes it when you have members. They'll like recommend my channel more. Like so I think I'm gonna make a members only video where I have all that information and then you can get the thing, and if you really can't afford to become a member, then message me and I'll message you directly and you can um you can have access to it, right? But um I do need to make a little bit of money or my fiance will either leave me or he will or I'll have to work a full-time job again. Because I mean, I've had a full-time job. I worked a full-time job for like um so at 20 I finished associate's degree. Then I had a full-time job for like 4 years and now I have a partner who makes money, so I don't need one. So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five,
The
four,
void beckons
3,
us onward.
yeah, there's some people are charging like
Guiding
20 bucks and
ways,
shit for theirs. I'm like,
leave
it's
your
pretty stupid.
sanity behind.
So I'm gonna try to figure it out. I use default frames and everything. So we're gonna find out what it feels like to play at 26%
How
haste.
wonderful.
I was playing at 20% haste, but this is, oh, or 23%, which I think is enough. I don't think you need more than, I think 20 is like perfectly fine.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we relearn the life magics of this place.
I don't have a card.
So a Halo, Litany Trinket.
Can't use that item yet.
Look at that, a full health shield. How much is this shield? 450,000? Like, what is that? Like, is this a bug? What is that? I'm gonna have to clip this pole. Alright, GS to tank. Apotheosis. Now I have to heal. Hi, baby. I know, it's getting hot in here too.
We are just about
Can you turn on the swamp cooler?
itchy stress. There's too much
It's ready to go.
What are you doing?
Me? That is too much nature. What are you doing?
So 7% of my damage
This is your
and
fault.
21% of my healing.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us.
Like, my computer's gonna get broken if I, like, I legit might just turn off my stream
Mortals.
in an hour or so.
Scrabbling after any
So my computer's
shred
not
of
working as hard,
control.
because it is, like, I'm starting to sweat, and if I'm kind of starting to sweat, that means it's too hot for my computer. And it's not like I can just buy a new computer, because they cost $50,000 now. Like, legit, they just, my computer would be like $8,000, the one that I have right now. And I got it for $3,000. Like, a $3,000 computer I can barely afford. And when I saw that prices were going up, so I was just saving up for the computer, but when I saw prices were going up, I decided, well, I can buy it on credit, and if I pay 10% interest over the course of a year, I'm paying $300 in interest. But prices are going up a lot. I expect prices to go up way more than 10%.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
And I did pay it up after like 8 months, so it wasn't like that big a deal in terms of the interest. It was for sure the right thing to do. So I'm just gonna do damage until the tree's dead, or the boss is dead. What are our boss kill times, man? 134? I'm gonna apotheosis for damage here.
Look at this lush arena. Wait, what are these birds doing here?
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred
I never
of
went on the
control.
roof to confirm my swamp cooler was working. I'm like actually paranoid that I just told him to turn it on, and so after this dungeon I need to go on the roof and make sure it's working, because if it's not working, like if the pump's not working or something and I need to buy a new pump, then it's going to be pumping hot air into my house, and so I'm going to be kind of hosed. I'm literally just going to turn off my computer and not play for like 3 hours, and I don't fucking know what I'll do for 3 hours, but I'll clean the house. So I fade this Raging Screech. So the no weak auras thing, I feel like is a net buff to me. So when I was rank 4 Holy Priest, I didn't have a weak aura pack that said like defensive, AoE, or whatever, like that told you what was happening. I didn't have that. So I'm gonna try to get my Holy Word Chastise back off cooldown for the boss.
I don't have a
So I saved 2 Holy Fires, so I have 2 Holy Fires plus my Chastise.
still recharging.
So I'm gonna be able to do 5 instant casts in a row.
Use them to get her attention. Huh? At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
I can smell the swamp cooler. Oh, boss didn't pull fast enough. I lost my chastises. So I think on this boss I decided I liked to Apotheosis on pole because it should be ready for phase 3. So I'll Halo here as well. So I should have also used my trinket early. So I'm gonna divine him here. I kind of want to get a Holy Word and a half back if I need it. So I'm gonna try to pull. I was trying to pull Holy Fires there, so I could get an extra couple Holy Fires in. I didn't do a good enough job. Alright, so now I'm gonna use my Litany Trinket. Oh, I didn't use it. I should be able to just do damage during this phase with my Litany Trinket going. I lied. I can't just do damage. How long was boss? Like 2.5 minutes? 2 minutes?
I can't use that item yet.
Yes. Feed. All of
GS on tank plus thing.
feed on the void.
I want to stand next to the group. Okay, I didn't know how much damage that was going to do up front. I knew it didn't do like all the damage up front.
I need to target something first. Not ready yet.
So I'm going to save Halo for next pack. Okay, next pack's coming. Well, Halo, make sure I have Holy... this is a dangerous pack, so they're going to put... It's not the Battle Axe, it's the Corrupted Mana Fiends. So this is giving us a debuff. We have 2 debuffs, and now we have 4 debuffs. I do think it's kind of fun having one Holy Word. Like, it's not unfun.
I'm out of range.
Excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
I can't use that item yet.
I'm just gonna stay up here till the poll's over. I'm scared of going over there. Ah, shit.
Charging.
Alright, we're good. Alright, I'm gonna use my Litany Trinket, Halo. We're gonna get some surges, so I gotta be on top of who's getting targeted with surge. I think I turned off my targeted spells, Wikra, or add-on. Okay, the Swamp Cooler is definitely working. Like for sure, 100% it's working. Uh-oh.
accidentally overloaded an arcane
Let's divine him.
and created a powerful construct named Maximus that quickly started to wreak havoc.
Can't use that item yet.
How did I get healed there? Who healed me? I like went up on healing with... I didn't do nothing. I am Bulwark? Yeah, Bulwark. I don't understand who people wouldn't use Bulwark. Like, I saw the other guides. They didn't say Bulwark. I'm like... I think you Bulwark. Bulwark is good. Okay, so this is a... You have mana bombs is the main damage. So we're getting mana bombs, so I'm gonna fade. Okay, so now we're getting mana bombs plus arcane fixture. It's so I'm gonna halo. I'm gonna litany trinket. So that's the overlap, the arcane fissure thing. I'll eat 2 of these. So we're getting mana bombs again. I'm gonna apotheosis. And you notice I'm trying to get prayer bending on cooldown before a big damage event. Oh, I don't have any benediction proc on my UI right now.
It was ultimately destroyed. Well done.
I still gotta check on the swamp cooler. I still wanna go on the roof, make sure everything's going well. Cause I've had it where it like was. I've had it where it was leaking on my roof.
All of you, feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Need a target. I don't have a target.
You get following.
It's not ready yet. I need to target something first.
If we would have done that,
To get closer. I can't use that
these
item
two
yet.
guys.
Scrabbling after any shrinking fluid.
Still recharging.
You are not registered here. This room is only for students.
Can't use that item
Get
yet.
to the
It's
registrar
apotheosis.
at once.
Let's Halo. Uh-oh. Well, there goes our 3 chest. I think I run. So I don't know. I feel basically no difference between 23 and 26% haste. I'm wearing a mastery verse trinket and a verse haste neck, and then I have a crit haste ring. So like I could get a lot more haste. And then I have 3% haste buff, so I mean I could have a lot more haste, but I don't see a real need for it. No, I don't think so.
I don't have a top.
Oh, did everyone die? Well, that's a bummer. I hope Yuka isn't like think I'm transphobic. Like one of my best friends is trans. Like I go to Mushroom Club with my trans friend all the time. Well, it's called Psychedelic Club, but
These are sacred
I don't do the
halls
other
of the lovely.
psychedelics.
Only those
I'm not trying to like
may access them.
make my brain go crazy, you know.
Think about what you have done. Demerit points for you.
Alright, I'm gonna chastise or apotheosis. As soon as apotheosis is done,
Go to the corner.
one thing that you can do that you might not know about is if I'm running away and I turn around halfway through my run, but I jump, I can face the target. So like for using a chastise, that's pretty good. Okay, so
Students.
alright, I'm gonna use my damage trinket, damage shield trinket.
Go to the corner.
I really just have to use my damage shield trinket on pull. I get 1 apotheosis
What you have
with the kill times.
demerit points for you.
One thing I absolutely hate is if you're not in range of a target and you cast a spell on them, they made it so it just casts a spell on like some random person. Like then I just wasted a holy word because I was trying to cast it on the druid, he got out of range. And it like I don't get it. Like I don't want this stupid idiot protection in the game. It's like if you're an idiot and you're casting on somebody who's out of range, well then you're just being an idiot. Like some spells it's better.
I can't wait to hear about your adventures.
Hit. Chuki can trade. Oh. Alright, I'm going on the roof. Well, it's definitely working. Like, really strong. I just gotta make sure it's not leaking. Plus, this is excuse to smoke part of a cigarette while I'm on the roof. So I had a roommate who moved out like 17 days ago or 20 days ago or whatever. And he just like left. It was like the weirdest shit. He just fucking left. Like he didn't come back. Like he just left one night on the 29th and then he didn't come back and he left all his shit here. And I'm like, dude, where are you? So I couldn't contact him for the longest time. And he finally called me today. And I guess he checked into some like alcoholic clinic or something. Okay, one pad is working. Two pads are working. Anyway, so I was getting ready to tell him, like, man, like, you left all your shit here, and I packed it up and I put it in my garage, and, you need to come and pick it up. Yeah, that's funny. I got 4 pads on my swamp cooler. It's a good swamp cooler. Actually, it's old as hell, but it works. So, 4 pads, all functional. No leak on the roof. I was really just checking to see if the pump was working. Because if the pump's not working, then it's not cooling the house, it's actually heating the house. So yeah, I was getting ready to, like I called him like 3 times, I texted him. And if it got to the end of the month, I was going to text him again and be like, hey, you got 15 days to come get your stuff, otherwise I'm going to throw it out. Like, that's like the abandonment law where I am. I got to hold on to it for 30 days, and then I got to wait 15, and then I got to message you, say, hey, you got 15 days. So, I mean, I wouldn't probably throw it out after the 45 days. Like, it's just in my garage. So, it's not like bothering anyone. But I'm not a storage company. I'm a person. Anyway, bottom line is I'm really relieved that he's doing better. Because I was like, what the hell? You just, like, left. I think he was, like, gonna struggle to pay for the month. So I thought, okay, he just left because he's, like, embarrassed he can't afford it, or I don't know. It was weird. Like, when did I get these hands? I cannot trade hands. That's a bummer. I can trade trinkets though. Yeah, it feels real nice. It smells a little funny because when you turn on the swamp cooler for the first time, it kind of makes the house smell a little funny. Yeah, that's usually in the first day. That's pretty cool. Bigwigs automatically inserts the key into the hole. Oh,
Five, four, three, two, one.
so I just experimented with the new alert system. Okay, so this is the
The
build I'm
way
using,
forward opens,
Two,
and your
and these are the
fate
stats I'm using.
entwines.
And my tank, we did this on 11, and they just like insta died.
Relish these final moments, for soon you will be nothing more than mindless undead.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
So I think the tank is stable while they have whatever this 10-second thing is. I think I can save GS. So I did that with just Halo. 66k just Halo, nothing else. Okay, so I popped Litany Trinket. I'm gonna divine him. My Fear Bomb is useless. Can't fear anything.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
I should have Haloed, I think. Ah, let's just Halo. Why not? Do some damage while I'm healing. Alright, so I'm gonna Holy Nova while I run. Get my Chastise back. Got it back. Targeting the big guy. I'll PI the Moonkin, see how he does with it.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
It's still recharging.
So I just faded off that ice cooldown, ice debuff on me. So I'm gonna let Mastery heal me up the rest of the way. Probably.
It's not ready yet.
Yes,
So, oh, I don't have fade.
All of
Alright,
you.
gotta GS the tank, gotta
Feed
apotheosis.
on the void. Let its
So the 2
darkness
seconds
fill
of
you.
inaction costed me apotheosis to catch up. Man, I wish I could have gone to sleep at a regular time, like 2 a.m. instead of fucking 5 a.m.
I'm out of range.
Alright, it looks like they're getting the other ones. Monk is like really fast. I didn't know they were so fast.
Mortals.
I tell you what, the airflow is intense. It's a lot of cold air coming in. So I just faded off the ice cold debuff. It's a slow, so you can fade it off.
Use that item yet.
This is one of, I think, 3 dungeons where you want to talent into Phantasm for that specific reason. Okay.
Arms and legs are in short supply.
So I'm not going to screw up this time. Oh, it makes a little, like, ba-boom sound when I get a proc. So my Lightweaver is way too far away. I think I need Lightweaver. I gotta fix that. Oh, I should be on the edge of the room, even though I'm not. I should be.
All of you. Feed on the
Must not be interrupted. It take care of them. No, that one. Someone get that one.
Okay, so I'm gonna Halo, and then I'm gonna get a Chastise out, 2 Holy Fires, Apotheosis,
Attacking him for the dangerous.
because he's using Shade Shift in a couple seconds, so I kind of wanted a cooldown up for Shade Shifts, and he's also about to die, so I was gonna have Apotheosis up for Shade Shift. I kind of held it for a little bit, so I wouldn't not have it for Shade Shift. Like, it's good to use for damage, but like, use it 10 seconds before the damage, then you have it for the damage and the 10 seconds before, so you can do a little bit extra damage. Alright, damage trinket. Look at that juicy shield. Fade the thing.
yeah. Feed.
So I just do damage until my shield's gone.
Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
I should have haloed, I think. I don't know if it was up. I will dispel the mage. I have like the squishiest comp in the game. I really don't like my Lightweaver being so far over to the left. I lost my mouse there for a sec.
Feed. All of you.
Hopefully Yuka doesn't die while I get this.
I can't use that item yet.
I should have dispelled the mage. The druid can, I think, remove that. So I gotta watch the tank here. I think I'm just doing Apotheosis because I'm a little bit scared.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
It's still recharging.
Oh, because it's it's. I just haven't rebound it
Ay, caramba!
because, I mean, sometimes I played the other build where you have 2 holy words, so I don't really know what to put there, honestly. There's no, I have way more keybinds than I need as holy. Like, I'm not using F1, I'm not using F2, I'm not using F3. I don't have anything to use those on. I mean, I could put probably Litany Trinket on F1. I think that's probably what I would do. But I have it on number 5 because
Scrabbling after any
uh,
shred of
that's what I had my Shield Trinket on last season. So it's like, Shield Trinket, um, I might try to make a macro so that I can use Litany on target's target if I'm targeting a friendly player. Like, because it's really annoying when I press this button and I have a friendly player targeted and it just doesn't work. And then I like, yeah, I'd put Shadow Word Pain there, but I had Shadow Word Pain as wheel up. Now I have Halo as wheel up. So I'm gonna use Litany Trinket. Ah! Alright, so I'm gonna Halo now, because he's about to use whatever thing. That's good. I felt like I played really bad, and I had like a 40 bars. I was like, I played so bad. Like I consider myself a decent holy priest. I don't think I'm by any means an exceptional holy priest in raid. I think I'm like pretty good at holy priest in raid, but I mean, I think there are definitely better holy priest players. Like I understand it pretty well, but in terms of execution, I find it easier to execute. It's called AS timer. AS combat timer. And to move it, you type AS config / AS config. I don't even know my IO. Now that's cool. How do I even find? I'm 2100 with a 5 and a missing one. So 27 is pretty good at this point in the season. You must be really high on the leaderboard.
Not ready yet.
So I could use Serenity to have healed myself up there, but I saved it, and now, as a consequence, I have 2 Serenities right now. Like, so I don't, and I also don't have Halo, Apotheosis, Divine Hymn, or Litany Trinket. I have nothing, except for Serenity. And so now I had 2 Serenities there, and so,
Mortals,
like, overusing your Holy Words is just wrong.
after any shred of control.
Like, when you get to harder dungeons, which I wouldn't say this is a hard one, given my group's gear. Like, if I was in a group with not extremely good Mythic Raiders, I would be worried. Like, it's not, it's a lot easier to play with a group that does a lot of damage, and the bosses last a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Like, I can't say that enough. Like, I've watched other streamers and they're like, oh, 10s are so easy. I'm like, maybe for you, because you're playing with a mythic guild, like, but for normal people who are playing with pugs, it is not easy. They don't kick anything, the tank doesn't know what to do, the tank is always in jeopardy. Like, it's pretty asinine to say, oh, it's just easy. It's like, no, it's not easy. It depends on your group. Like,
I need to target something first.
so I guess on that pull, I need to focus on not fading unless I get the thing.
Chance attack.
And my perfect run, no deaths, is gone.
Yes.
So I think I want to stand back here, like way back here. If we stand back here, the puddle will be way back here.
It's still recharging.
Now we have a space in the middle here.
It's too far away.
So I don't think I've cast any Prayer of Healings without Lightweaver, so that's a start. Second is, I try not to Prayer of Healing unless necessary. Third is, I either have Divinity up or Surge of Lights from Halo up when I'm doing. So those 3 Prayer of Healings, it was like I casted 1.5 because they're 50% discount, right? So Surge of Light is very important in terms of your mana. And if you're using Surge of Lights on Flash Heal when you need to be AoE healing, the healing per mana is very low. Also, I'm playing with insanely good Mythic Raiders. So, like, I'm playing with the best, I'm in the best guild I've ever been in. And one of these players is like a title, this Moonkin is a title player, so he's in the 0.1% or like 0.5, I don't know what it is. One or the other. I don't know if Truths is hot. He's gay, but I don't know if he's hot. But I kind of flirt with him slightly just for fun. You know.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
I try not to do it more than like, I try not to make like a suggestive comment more than once or maybe twice when per play session. Because I don't want them to like I mean, I have a fiance. I'm just joking around, you know.
After any shred of control.
Let's divine him here.
champions. We owe you our lives, our freedom. Though it be a tiny gesture in the face of
Oh,
this
we have to
enormous
do.
debt.
Aren't ready yet.
I like Midnight. I don't really like what they've done to Holy Priest that much. Like, I would rather they kept Piety, and so you had the mini cooldown. So as you could choose to have Halo as your mini cooldown or Piety as your mini cooldown. So I mean, to me the most important thing is class design. I think it's definitely good enough. Um, from a story standpoint, I did the story on PTR and I liked it. Um, I like when the story is kind of centered around like the light and the void. I think that's kind of cool.
It's still recharging.
Yeah, I might literally just put a put a thing on my screen
That
that
item
says it because I've been asked that 20 times today. But I'll tell you.
Ay, caramba!
So I think you want 20 to 25% haste is most important, and then you want crit second, and then verse and mastery. They're kind of balanced. You can have uh at this level of dungeons, it doesn't matter. Like if you're just doing tens and stuff, like it doesn't matter if your mastery's higher than your verse. Like my mastery's higher than my verse. Um, but like if I took this off and put a different ring on, okay, I can trade bracers now. So let me see.
I need a target.
Okay, so bracers. Am I on my real monitor? No, I'm not. So bracers are no longer on the table. So it goes down to 6 items. And where are the other bracers? So there's a bracer here, so this goes down to 4 items. There's a bracer here, this goes down to 3 items. I also have shoulders. So this goes down to 6. This goes down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes down to 5. What's my new key? Skyreach? 12? That was a decent run. We'll try to do a better one though. We can do Skyreach. Disc is better for raid. Holy's better for Mythic Plus. But if you're better at Holy in raid, you should just play Holy. Like if you're not good at, if you're decent at Disc, but you're really good at Holy, I still think you'd better off play Disc. If you're, um, if you're not good at disc, but you're decent at holy, like don't play disc because you're not good at it. I would recommend on reclear you play disc to practice it because like you can get some muscle memory and stuff. Um, I haven't really tested disc much since the nerfs, and then they buffed it to penance 20%, and then they just buffed it again where they buffed like flash heal and stuff 20%, and with the tier set, flash heal is like even more powerful. So it might be very playable in dungeons right now. I'm sure you're fine to play disc up to level 16, like I was doing. Um, PTR I did disc to 16, holy to 16, and then I did holy on 18. Um, so, and I feel like you can play Oracle holy up to 16 for sure. And then going to 18, I don't think I could have been playing Oracle. So I think I want to move Divinity over. I think that's how I want it. What's going on? So it says I'm 264 in bags now? That's pretty cool. So I can trade helmet. And I can't trade chest. So I need a chest the most. So I would say need most. I need legs, I need the most, I think. And then one ring I need the most. So I should try to prio those slots, I think. Mm, I don't actually need legs the most unless I can get a catalyst charge. So need mid. And then feet would be need low. And then hands, I'd say need mid. Belt, I think belt I need mid because it's 259. So if it goes up 7 item levels, that's a lot. I kind of need belt the most. 7 item levels? Belt the most, ring the most because it's 16 item levels on ring. Then chest is just huge stats. And then other ring. So it can go. So champion can go to 63. So other ring I kind of need, but I'd say that's low prio. And then cloak, I'd say that's also low prio. So. And then neck, I need the most. And neck comes from pit. Belt comes from verse haste and verse haste. So belt is also pit. And chest is also pit. So pit, I should just be running pit. I should be spamming pit for sure. Just spam it. And then, so that's the only place with a neck. Yeah, I need a spam pit for the neck. Like that's the thing I need the most. For sure. Oh, I can upgrade my neck for veteran crests, so I need upgrade neck with vet crests. So this can be 250, but so neck, chest, belt, ring. So what else gives chest? So magisters, Algathar, seat. I don't really want to do seat though. Magistars and Algathar and magisters. So those would be the next ones I would need. Why is this like this? So Algathar has chest, cloak, glove, ring. Algathar is a pretty good one to do. But I think pit's the most important. Magisters has chest, cloak, belt, ring. This also has oh, it has a belt,
3, 2,
boots,
1.
ring. So pit, Algathar, and magisters are the ones I should be spamming.
Beckons us onward.
1.
Embrace it.
Welcome to Algathar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule.
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy.
Well, it seems like things are in further indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could,
It's still recharging.
clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
It's not ready yet. I don't have a car. I need to target something.
It thinks I've been in combat for 13 minutes. I have no idea what my damage was that pull. This sucks, man.
There's too much life magic. What are you doing?
You son of a
Me? There's too
freaking
much next.
shit-ass
What are you
game.
doing?
What is that thing?
I thought I was doing big damage there.
Absolutely not.
Please,
What's going on?
help us, new
Why are we
students.
fighting all the way over here? Alright, so I'm in a Halo, so it's up during the lasher part.
More
Give the tank some heals.
scrabbling after any shred of control.
So I'm gonna use my Litany Trinket here. I should be able to do this branch with just my Litany Trinket. 33% of my healing. Pretty good. I'm just gonna try to heal up with Holy Nova. Somehow the DPS got the dot. This is a poison. So we're about to spawn ads again, so I'm trying to get I'm gonna pad on the ads. Hi Christina. Okie dokie, now we're going good. So I'm gonna use my Litany Trinket on cooldown here. There's no damage here, but it does a little damage. Guildies. I have to run with guildies actually. I might actually prefer pugging, because then I could do the dungeons I want only, and not have to do all of them, but... Like, I would just be spamming Pit of Sauron. Like, the loot table is pretty good. So there's as holy, there's... So it's chest, belt, feet, finger, cloak. The only thing I wouldn't need is the trinket or the main hand. So it's like everything I need in there, basically. But it is faster with guildies, because they're like really good players and they have really high gear. Like the DPS, like I'm 262, and the DPS are like 268 or something, or 260. Like, they're really high. Like if I can get 267 before raid tomorrow if I get lucky with Mythic Plus stuff. So I'm gonna try to pull my chastises. So I have 2 chastises right now. This is why I don't really want to check Imperial Blaze. I don't think there's any point to it. Oh, I failed. So I was supposed to chastise twice before that. Holy Word or whatever. So, okay, so we're now...
Can't use that item yet.
Well, it's also better because I have a cloth player in the group. So, like,
I don't have a target.
Now we need to clear out the big
when you pug, there's no guarantee you're gonna have a cloth player.
That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention.
That's good. I also, like, so Friday I'm gonna try to get all 12s done.
Watch yourself.
I'm gonna try to do all the 12s on Friday. That would be very good for me to do. Then Saturday I might try to get all 14s. I think I can do 14s after Friday. I should have gear to do 14s. Like, I think I have gear to do 14s right now. So for this Deafening Screech, I'm in Halo. And then I'm just gonna use my Surge of Light procs on... Yeah, I have Force set too. So I'm like... Oh no. We did the raid 3 times, so like that's why we had tier, even for healers. Like I like being on this guild, but first season is not
Yes,
super fun.
feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Where's my team? So I'm in Apotheosis. I'm gonna build up Lightweaver while I have Divinity things. Faded. Oh yeah, I still don't have Desperate Prayer on my bars. And I have a macro for Desperate Prayer plus Fade, because I basically, anytime I Desperate Prayer, I probably want to Fade too.
Not ready yet. I can't use that item yet.
And hopefully by that time people have gear. Like Mythic Plusers that I know will have gear by that time. Because they'll have spent the whole week getting gear in Mythic Plus. Like if you're in a regular guild that doesn't do these weird splits,
Feed. All of you. Feed on the void.
like there's
Let
almost no
its
point in
darkness
doing them
fill
except for
you.
tier and trinkets. That's literally the only reason.
Not ready yet. It's still recharged.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my Litany trinket like relatively close to the beginning of this.
Need a target. I can't use that item yet.
Yeah, I like doing 12s better too.
I need to target something tough.
Okay, so I'm trying to get my Holy Chastise off cooldown.
Excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
I'm gonna Apotheosis.
Feed.
I do want to save him for the
All
boss,
of
for the
you.
first mechanic.
Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Heal the tank up. I'll get a little bit of mana. I don't think you should be using mage food under most circumstances. You should be using the tea. You buy it off the auction house or you can make it yourself. I don't know why sometimes my Litany trinket makes a shield for like our whole health bar and sometimes it's like a quarter of our health bar. Like I legit think Holy Nova like bugs it out. Like and makes it just broken. Like I'm not really sure, but there was a point in Nexus Point Zenith where I just had like a shield for my whole health bar.
Members of the Blue Kraken Flight accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental
Um,
and created a
I'm out of
powerful
range.
construct named
Mage food
Veximus
sucks.
that quickly started to wreak havoc.
Not ready yet. I need to get closer.
Yeah, I don't like tracking Imperial Blaze. I'm not tracking it anymore after this. I knew there was a reason I wasn't tracking it, but I just didn't take it off because my stuff got reset. Yeah, the tea's good. So the mage food, because of PvP, they don't want you to like be able to drink for 2 seconds and get 14% mana. They want you to drink for 2 seconds and get 2% mana or something. And then it ramps up. So you're getting after like 6 seconds, I think you're getting more mana from mage food than tea, but overall it's like more from tea and
Maximus began manifesting powerful arcane bombs in order to drive back the dragons.
okay, so this is the tough mana bomb. So I think I only get one. I'm gonna chat apotheosis.
As the dragons neared victory, Maximus unleashed its full arcane
Right.
power against them.
Oh. I think I get one more set of mana bombs. I'm getting pretty tired.
Though Maximus tried its best to defeat the dragons, it was ultimately destroyed. Well done!
I think I need to take a little nap at 5. I just couldn't fall asleep last night.
It's not ready yet. I need to target something first. I can't use that item yet.
Here's my healer's guide to DPSing. Open your spell journal and put this on your bars, and then press that button. And then press your cooldowns when they're ready. That's how I play DPS this expansion.
I need a target. It's still recharging.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed.
Yeah, you don't need to
Greetings, Lou. Who are you? You are not registered here.
learn it anymore. The game is actually really stupid.
Head to the register at once. These are sacred halls of learning. Only those registered may access them.
Like, my body just wakes up at 10 o'clock. It's really annoying.
Demerit points for you.
Why did he put 2 of those debuffs out? Is that new? I swear it was just 1.
Go to the corner.
No, your 1 button rotation is bad. It's like
Think about
It feels like it's like half of what you could do if you're really good at the game. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's 60%, but I did make a Shadow Priest guide like 2 seasons ago, actually. Like, I learned Shadow Priest.
Demerit points for you.
Oh no, I'm dead.
You will not pass the semester. Learn from this.
Yes. Feed.
Poor marks for poor students.
It looks like they just added a second debuff. You used to just dispel them both. You didn't need. There was not 2 debuffs before. Okay, so they heard the feedback that this boss was just too easy because it was like basically free.
Done.
Can't use that item yet.
I got this heroic gaze of Alnir.
I can't carry anymore.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, honey, I just woke up. From a nap. What are you doing? Are you making popcorn?
No? What do you mean? I'm streaming.
Streaming?
Mhm. What do you need, kitty? You already got wet food today.
Kitty? She gets as much food as she wants.
Yeah, she doesn't gain no weight. She has to eat as much as she wants. Maybe I just call the stream now and take a break while my guildies are taking a break. Because we just did like 5 dungeons or something. And then at 6:30 we have to do a whole bunch more.
May you find what you seek. I will do my duty.
What is Joey in treatment?
Fair skies and strong winds.
I think drinking.
Meow. Meow.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna call the stream. I'll come back maybe in an hour. Maybe in hour and maybe in 2 hours.